The Golden Goose, Part 1. Once upon a time, a small boy lived with his mother and father and 2 brothers. They lived in a little house near a forest. His 2 brothers, John and Henry, didn't like him. "You're a fool," they said, "a simpleton." And they called him Simpleton. The little boy was brave and kind, and he smiled. He played with the birds. They liked him. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. Small. Small. Boy. Boy. Little. Little. House. House. Forest. Forest. Fool. Fool. Simpleton. Simpleton. Brave. Brave. Kind. Kind. Birds. Birds. Where did the family live? How many brothers did the boy have? What did his brothers call him? The Golden Goose, Part 2. The boy's father was a woodcutter. "One day you'll be woodcutters too," he often said. Time passed and the boys became young men. "John, my boy," said his father one day, "today you must cut down your first tree." His mother gave him a cake and a nice drink. John picked up a big axe and a big stick and set off. Woodcutter. Woodcutter. Tree. Tree. Time. Time. Young. Young. Men. Men. Cake. Cake. Drink. Drink. Big. Big. Eggs. Eggs. Stick. Stick. Day. Day. What was the father's job? What did the father say to John? What did the mother give to John? What did John pick up? The Golden Goose, Part 3. Soon, John found the tree. "I'll eat my cake and have a drink first," he thought. Suddenly, a little old man appeared. He had a green cap and a green coat. John was very surprised. "I'm hungry," the old man said. "Please give me a piece of your cake." Eat. Eat. Old. Old. Cap. cap, appeared, appeared, green, green, surprised, surprised, coat, coat, peace, peace, hungry, hungry. What did John thought after he found the tree? Who appeared in front of John? What did the old man wear? What did the old man want? The Golden Goose, Part 4. Go away, said John. You can't have my cake. The old man went away slowly. John finished his cake and his drink. He began to chop the tree down. Suddenly, the axe slipped out of his hand and blood appeared. There was a cut on his arm. John was not very brave and he ran home. "Mommy, Mommy," he cried. Away, away, slowly, slowly, chop, chop, slipped, slipped, blood, blood, cut, cut, cried, cried. What did John say to the old man? What happened to John's arm? How did John get a cut on his arm? The Golden Goose, Part 5. John's young brother Henry said, "I'm braver than John. I can chop the tree down." Henry's father was not sure, but the next day he said, "Yes, Henry, you can go." Henry's mother gave him a big apple pie and a drink. Braver, braver, down, down, sure, sure, next, next, apple pie, apple pie. Mark T for true, or F for false. Henry's father was sure. Henry's mother gave him a big apple pie. Henry's mother didn't give him a drink. The Golden Goose, Part 6. Henry set off with the axe on his shoulder. He came to the tree, but he was very hot. "I'll have my apple pie and drink first," he thought. He sat down and began to eat his pie. Suddenly, the little old man appeared. "I'm hungry. Please give me some pie." "No, go away. You can't have any of my pie." The old man went away and Henry began to chop, but soon the axe cut his leg. He began to cry. Oh, my leg, my leg. Oh, oh. Shoulder, shoulder. Please, please. Heart, heart. Leg, leg. Cry, cry. Mark T for true or F for false. Henry gave some pie to the little old man. The axe cut Henry's leg. Henry didn't cry. The Golden Goose, Part 7. The next day, Simpleton said to his father, "I'll try to chop the tree down, father." His two brothers laughed. "Simpleton can't cut the tree down. He's stupid." Yes, I can. At last, Simpleton's father gave him the axe, and his mother gave him some bread and water. Water, water. Stupid, stupid. Last, last. Bread, bread. Laughed, laughed. Mark T for true or F for false. Simpleton's two brothers laughed. Simpleton's father didn't give him the axe. Simpleton didn't want to chop the tree down. His mother gave him apple pie. The Golden Goose, Part 8. Simpleton was very happy. He set off and soon came to the tree. "I'll have my bread and water first," he thought. Suddenly, little old man in green appeared. "Please give me some bread. I'm hungry." Simpleton smiled. "Here you are. You can have my bread." Happy, happy. Smiled, smiled. Mark T for true or F for false. Simpleton was very sad. The little old man asked for some cake. Simpleton gave the old man the bread. The Golden Goose, Part 9. The old man ate the bread. "You're a good boy," he said. "I want to help you. Cut the tree down now. You will have a surprise. Goodbye." And the old man disappeared. Good, good. Help, help. Surprise, surprise. Disappeared, disappeared. What did the old man do with the bread? What did the old man tell Simpleton? The Golden Goose, Part 10. Simpleton began to chop the tree. Chop, chop, chop. Suddenly, it fell down and... "Wow!" cried Simpleton. A goose! A golden goose! What can I do with a golden goose?" After a few minutes, he thought, "I know! I'll take it to the market. I can sell it there." Sell, sell. Golden, golden. goose, goose. Market, market. What did Simpleton find? Where did Simpleton take the goose? The Golden Goose, Part 11. So Simpleton set off for the market, but the market was a long way. Night came and he stopped at a small inn. The innkeeper had 3 daughters, Kate, Bess, and Meg. Kate gave Simpleton some bread and milk. She and her sisters saw the goose. Kate had an idea. She said to her sisters quietly, "Do you see that goose? It's a golden goose. Just one of its feathers will make us rich." Long, long, way, way. How many daughters had the innkeeper? What did Kate give Simpleton? What was Kate's idea? The Golden Goose, Part 12. That night Simpleton was very, very tired, and soon he was asleep. The Golden Goose sat happily on his bed. Then the bedroom door opened very slowly, and Kate came into the room with a candle in her hand. She went towards the goose and she pulled a feather. "Oh no, I'm stuck," she whispered to herself. "My hand is stuck to the feather. Oh dear, what can I do?" Tired, tired, asleep, asleep. Bedroom, bedroom. Door, door. Slowly, slowly. Candle, candle. Hand, hand. Towards, towards. Pulled, pulled. Stuck, stuck. Whispered, whispered. Herself, herself. Who came into the room? What happened to Kate? The Golden Goose, Part 13. Simpleton was still asleep. The door opened again. Bess came quietly into the room. "Oh dear, it's Kate. What is she doing with her hand on that goose?" she whispered to herself. She put her hand on Kate's shoulder. Oh no, I'm stuck. My hand is stuck to Kate's shoulder. What can I do?" she whispered. Who came into the room after Kate? What did Bess do when she saw Kate? The Golden Goose, Part 14. Simpleton was still asleep. The door opened again. This time, Meg came into the room. She saw her 2 sisters. She was very, very curious. She pulled Bess's arm. "Oh, My hand is stuck. I can't move it. Oh! All night they stayed there. What can we do? Kate said. Again. Again. Curious. Curious. Arm. Arm. Stayed. Stayed. Mark T for true or F for false. Meg came into the room after Kate. Meg was very curious. Meg pulled Bess's leg. The Golden Goose, Part 15. In the morning, Simpleton jumped out of bed. He was happy. He didn't see the three girls. He picked up the goose and set off to the market. A soldier saw a boy, a goose, and three girls. Heh, those girls are trying to take that boy's goose. He put his hand on Meg's arm. Oh no, my hand is stuck, he cried. Jumped. Jumped. Soldier. Soldier. Take. Take. Trying. Trying. Girls. Girls. Did Simpleton see the girls? What did the soldier do? The Golden Goose, Part 16. A policeman saw the soldier and the girls. Stop, he cried. He put his hand on the soldier's shoulder. What's this? I'm stuck. Stop! Stop, I say. But Simpleton didn't hear. A farmer's wife saw the soldier. You naughty soldier! Don't touch those girls, she cried. She put her hand on the policeman's arm. Stop that, soldier! But her hand stuck to the policeman's arm. The farmer heard his wife and ran to help, and his hand stuck to her. Policeman. Policeman. Here. Here. Farmer. Farmer. Wife. Wife. Naughty. Naughty. Touch. Touch. Stop. Stop. Help. Help. Who saw the soldier and the girls? And what did he do? What did the farmer's wife do? What did the farmer do? The Golden Goose, Part 17. Soon they all came to the big town. That day, the king and his daughter were in the town. The king's daughter was young and beautiful, but she never smiled or laughed. Town. Town. The king. The king. Beautiful. Beautiful. Never. never, laughed, laughed. Who was in the town that day? Mark T or F? The king's daughter laughed a lot. The Golden Goose, Part 18. The king wanted her to marry, but she said no to all the young men. They never make me laugh, she said to her father. The king and his daughter were on the balcony of their palace. Suddenly, they saw a young, smiling boy, a golden goose, 3 girls, a soldier, a policeman, a farmer's wife, and a farmer. They all went past the palace. It was very funny. The princess opened her mouth and laughed. She laughed and laughed until it hurt. Mary, Mary, hurt, hurt. The balcony, the balcony. Palace, palace. Until, until. The princess, the princess. Funny, funny. Mouth, mouth. Why didn't the princess marry? Who went past the palace? What did the princess do when she saw them? The Golden Goose, Part 19. Simpleton heard the princess. He looked up and smiled, and she smiled at him. It was love at first sight. Suddenly, Kate, Bess, and Meg, the soldier, the policeman, the farmer's wife, and the farmer all came unstuck. Some time later, Simpleton went to the king. "May I marry your daughter?" he asked. "Yes," said the king. And so they married and lived happily ever after. And the Golden Goose was always at their side. Love, love. First sight, first sight. Unstuck, unstuck. Later, later. Ever after, ever after. Always, always. Their side, their side. What did Simpleton do when he heard the princess? What did Simpleton ask the king? What happened at the end?